we are increasingly isolated. There has been no meaningful international support for this series of actions that we've been discussing today. Apart from a few committed members of the diaspora and a ragtag bunch of Euro MPs from the extreme right. And this isolation is really increasing. If you look at what's happening abroad, the list of critical voices abroad is quite long. From President Macron to Chancellor Merkel to the UN High Commissioner for Refugees to visitors like King of Norway and so on, who would normally be polite. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees for human rights, for instance, has condemned the CAA, calling it fundamentally discriminatory in nature. But it's actually a cumulative effect of a series of actions. The same UN High Commissioner for Human Rights had also expressed extreme concern about the situation in Kashmir and said that, and urged that India rapidly restore the rights that are currently being denied. And we seem to know that we are isolated. EM ducked a meeting with the heads of the two foreign affairs committees in the US Congress because an Indian origin representative, the only Indian origin woman actually in the House, was going to be present, who has tabled a resolution which is critical of the CAA and of several recent actions by the government. Rather than attending the meeting and rebutting these charges, we chose to duck this. And one result of our recent actions, including saying Ab ki baar Trump Sarkar at Howdy Modi, is that we have actually broken the bipartisan consensus that used to exist in the US, at least existed for the last 25 years, NDA, UPA, doesn't matter, on improving India-US relations. All the significant Democratic presidential candidates have spoken out on these issues. There have been hearings held in the US Congress. Language on Kashmir has been inserted into the annual Foreign Appropriations Act for 2020. And the resolution which Pramila Jayapal has introduced now has 29 co-sponsors, including Republicans and the only Indian origin lawmaker who attended the Howdy Modi conference. So the question arises, why is this? Are we in violation of our international commitments? After all, India is a signatory not only to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, but since 10th April 1979 to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, 1966, and the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, 1967. You be the judge. Article 2.1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights says, each state party to the present covenant undertakes to respect and to ensure to all individuals within its territory and subject to its jurisdiction the rights recognized in the present covenant without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. Notice it's for all persons under your jurisdiction. It's not for citizens, this prevention of discrimination. There's a very similar article in the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights. So secondly, not only is it not confined to citizens, and applies to all persons present on the territory, it also prohibits discrimination on grounds of national origin, which, as you've just heard, is exactly what the CAA does. All the knowledgeable people that I have spoken to agree that we seem to be in violation of our international commitments.